Hey you guys, so I just had the best day with Remington. I don't know if he would say that. No, he had a good day. The best day with Remington and my mom. So today is Remington's 6-month gotcha day, and I wanted to do something fun for him, and I've always tried to do that with my boys, Cole and Spencer, as well, when they were with me. And so it was just a kind of impromptu trip. I honestly had started thinking about it a week ago, but then to be quite honest, like I didn't have a lot of extra funds this month, and so I was trying to think of something that I could do that was super dog friendly. I didn't really want an overnight because right now that's not really in my budget. And so I was trying to just figure out something else fun to do, and I came up with the idea of doing a day trip to West Bend, Iowa for the beautiful grottos there. And I hadn't been there since I was a kid, and I honestly have no recollection of it at all as a child, but I have memorabilia from when I was a child from there. And oh my gosh, we had the greatest time, and super dog friendly. Highly recommend. $0 to get in unless you make a donation, obviously. But I wanted to show you some of the things that I pack for a day trip. And again, this was an impromptu one, but we had a great time. So on my end, I did take a cap, which I didn't end up using, but I thought just in case, I wasn't sure how sunny it was going to be. Sunglasses I had with me, obviously. I took some sunscreen, which I did use, because while it was slightly cloudy, it was mostly sunny all day while we were there. So, and you hear him drinking water. He's a loud drinker. And then I also took a full bottle of chilled water, and this was actually for Remy or me or mom, whoever needed it maybe, but mostly for Remy, so that I had it. And you can see it's still like half full because they had so many drinking fountains around the property that we just used those drinking fountains when I needed to refill his water. And so I took a couldn't come up with words, travel bottle and container, super easy. This one I love. I have 3 different ones. This one I love because it will disperse only when it's up, and then it clips great on this waist bag, which is what I use to carry all of my items throughout the day in. And so this just clipped great onto the D-ring here, and so it just slides right on there and was handy dandy and just hung. And even when it was full, it really wasn't that heavy. So super great if you don't have a travel container like that for your doggo. Get one of those. Also took a treat bag of lots of goodies, mostly dog food. I just wasn't sure how many other dogs might be on the property, and I wanted to make sure that I had some to distract Remington if I needed it, which he did great. There were other dogs, but he was awesome. Which, I mean, I'm not really surprised, but this was our first outing like this in the 6 months since I adopted him, and so you never know. He did get a little anxious, I think because it was overwhelmed. The amount of people who loved on him was great, but the amount of people who had asked to like pet him was a lot. And I live a pretty like low-key life at home where we don't have guests in the house every day, and he has this certain number, like certain few people that he sees on a regular basis, but he's not immersed into like tight enclosed spaces with strangers a lot, if that makes sense. So today was like a test for him. He did amazingly, but he did get a little anxious or just overstimulated is probably a better way to describe it. And so anyway, having this was great because I could just redirect him, have him focus on me, get him into his like safe space of like, mom's here, everything's cool, everything's fine. And he was great. So, and then speaking of the bag, so this obviously lives in the bag, and I take it on our walks too. Lots of treat bags. I will say the Grotto surprisingly had dog bag stations set up along the perimeter. Really awesome. So if you forget them, but always carry those with me. I had a spare bag, as I always do in here, just in case I run out and don't realize that one's so low. Always have my little alarm. This is not to do with him or with me and my safety, because I also wear this at night. Well, I wear it all the time when I walk, and I wore this even before Remy with Cole on walks and whatnot. I do have some pepper spray always on me as well. Just, you never know. I live in a rural area, and there are critters that will just make an appearance. And almost always those critters are not going to do anything. But on the rare occasion that one of them gets in Remington's face or my face, this will just keep them away from us and give us our space back. So I've never ever had to use it, but humans do. There's a odd human that won't give me my space. I'm not afraid to use that. So anyway, that's the bag. And then of course I had his gentle leader on with his leash, which is just what we always have when we are out and about. It's what he wears every day when we are even in our little neighborhood walks. So that's what we took with us today. I just highly recommend you take them with you when you have a little excursion. It just feels so good. I was feeling a little like, I was telling my mom, I was feeling a little like claustrophobic this week in my house. I work from home, and 99.9% of the time, I love that. I work from home, can just chill, wear PJs all day if I want and work. I don't, but I could. But this week I was just feeling that like need to get out, and so this was a great excuse to do that, to spend time with him, spend time with my mom, who I always enjoy having little outings with her too. And we all just had the best day. We just really did. And I think that Remington is probably going to sleep really well tonight. He was so tired on the drive home. It was a lot for him, but he did great. But it did wear him out, I think. So he will sleep great tonight. He probably will rest a lot tomorrow, and it's awesome. I love that. It's like when you have a young child, which he's not, he's middle-aged, like his mom. But when you have a young child and you just need to like get their energy out, and like then you're so happy because they sleep so hard that night. That's what tonight will be like. So he's already, oh gosh, little boy. He is, can I show you? Look at him. Look at the bubby. He's gonna be tired. So thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully some of these tips were helpful, and I would love for you to check us out on the next adventure that we take. All right, happy travels, everybody. Bye.